In a bustling city filled with skyscrapers and bright lights, 15-year-old Aisha lived with her family in a modest apartment. Aisha loved to draw, but she had stopped sharing her art with others after a disastrous school art competition. The judges had told her that her work lacked originality. From that day, Aisha began to believe she had no talent. One evening, while helping her little brother with his science project, Aisha found an old telescope in the storage closet. Curious, she set it up on the balcony and looked at the night sky. Her eyes landed on a dim star barely visible against the city's bright lights. "What's the point of a star that no one can see?" she muttered. Her father, overhearing her, smiled.
That star isn't dim, it's just far away. Distance doesn't make it less important. It's still part of the universe, shining in its own way.
The next day, while walking home from school, Aisha noticed a flyer for a citywide art exhibition. She felt a pang of longing but shook her head. "Painting isn't for me anymore," she told herself. At home, her little brother saw her doodling in her notebook.
"Your art is amazing, Aisha. You should join the exhibition."
But Aisha replied, "What's the point? There are so many better artists out there. I'll just embarrass myself again." That evening, Aisha couldn't stop thinking about the star her father had mentioned. Curious, she looked it up online and learned it was part of a constellation that guided sailors for centuries. Even a small, far-off star can make a big difference, she thought. Maybe I've been looking at myself the wrong way. At the exhibition, Aisha felt nervous as she watched people walk past her painting. Some paused to look, while others moved on quickly. She overheard whispers and felt a pang of doubt. "Focus, Aisha," she told herself, remembering the star. She took a deep breath and reminded herself why she loved art in the first place. It wasn't about recognition, but expressing her feelings. When the results were announced, Aisha didn't win the top prize, but she earned a special mention for her creativity. One of the judges approached her and said,
"Your work has a unique voice. Don't stop creating just because others seem more polished. The world needs your perspective too."
Inspired, Aisha began painting more confidently, sharing her work with classmates and posting her art online. People started noticing her talent, but more importantly, Aisha began to value herself. Moral of the story is, like stars in the sky, everyone has their own light to shine. Don't compare your journey to others. Value yourself for who you are and keep shining, even if it feels like no one is watching.